Hey guys, Sterling Chase with Chase Bros Web Development here. I'm going to be doing kind of a series on Piotnet forms. And if you're not familiar with Piotnet forms, it is a Vietnamese uh, development team and they've actually developed a very powerful WordPress form builder. I would say it has a lot of features out of the gate, even as young as it is, that can compete with, say, like Gravity Forms or Fluent Forms or some of these other competitors. And the price right now, if you want to go and click the link down below, is absolutely insane. It's $80 for lifetime unlimited site license. So I think that's just kind of a launch special. That's going to go away eventually, and it will be probably a monthly payment like a lot of these other ones, or an annual membership. But if you want, click that link below and go sign up. And I believe you can try it for free as well. So yeah, it's very powerful. Definitely has a little bit of a learning curve, but that's what I'm hoping to kind of address here. I have looked for tutorials, and they don't have a lot of great tutorials. So hopefully, we can get these videos out there and help some people who want to use Piotnet forms. So today we're going to be covering just something simple and quick, the columning of fields, because it's something that I could not figure out how to do initially. But yeah, it's just not real well explained. So here I just have an empty Piotnet form, and you can see we have all of our elements over here to the left. And we're going to be dealing with the sections today. So we're just going to do a little 3-column form with 2 inputs and a submit button. Super easy. And I'm just going to style it up real quick. So we're going to take our section, we're going to drag it over. And now that you see we have our section in there, what I was doing initially is I was duplicating these and trying to drag them next to each other and things like that. That doesn't work. What you're going to want to do is hover on your section, and then you'll get these settings over here to the left that pop up. And then if you click duplicate, what you're really doing is you're duplicating the containers inside. So there you can see now we have 3 containers inside. And we can click into this little thing and affect the settings of each of these individually. But what we're going to do now is we're going to start building our form. So let's go we'll click on that guy initially. So we'll just grab a field and we'll drag them up into that first one. And then we're going to name our form ID. We're just going to call it form ID 1, just to keep it simple. We're going to come into our style, into our field style, and we're just going to add some padding because their input forms are unstyled out of the box. This is just kind of a basic input styling that I think looks pretty clean and can always be tweaked and adjusted in different colors. It's very powerful. It's just very granular. So this is pretty standard. So go to the field styling, input 10. Then we can go to our border type solid. Then we can say our border width is going to be, let's say 2. And our color, we'll just make it EEE, which is just a nice gray, or you can select whatever color you like. And then we'll make our radius 4, and it's going to automatically set all that. So now we just have a nice looking input. So now if we go back to our field settings, we're going to come down to placeholder, and we're just going to call this guy first name. So there we go. Now we're going to duplicate him, and we will drag him into the second one. So now you can see we have first name, and I think we're going to make this guy an email. So we'll say your email. Oops. Your email. There we go. And then we are going to come to our type, and we're going to drop down to email. So now this is our first name. This is our email. We're going to come back up to our little app icon here, which is going to show us our tiles again. And we're going to select submit button, and we're going to drag him into that third space. And here you can see we have our submit button, and there is our 2 inputs. There is so much that goes into this. We do want to make sure that we keep our form ID. Because you can actually nest forms, you can do repeating field sets, all kinds of really powerful stuff. But you have to keep your form ID consistent as well. So we'll just copy it from one of our other fields, because this is the submit button for this form ID or for this form. So there we go. Now we're going to click save. We're going to click preview. And there you go. There it is on the front end. Just 2 kind of nice, clean looking, simple fields. with a submit button. So that's all I'm going to cover in this tutorial. I'm going to be creating other tutorials where we go a little bit deeper into multi-step forms, nested forms, repeating forms, sections, and things like that. And those will be a little more advanced, but we're going to, of course, use these basic things in the construction of those. And those might be a little longer videos. But anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Like I mentioned, this is an insane value. It can do so much if you can learn how to use it. So if you just, and I'm sure as time progresses, they'll probably simplify and improve their UI and make everything better, as most softwares do. But if you want to go and click that link below, that is an affiliate link, which helps the channel out. And it would support the Piotnet forums, so they could keep developing this and competing with kind of some of these big players, because there's not a lot of forum guys who do lifetime licenses. So it kind of is nice to get that subscription, paid for once, and then you have it for life. You can use it on as many sites as you want. So anyway, if you guys like this, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.